Hey, Amy Joe, how you doing? You're out traveling? I'm just working on that box that I showed you guys in the members area. Here's what it looks like so far. It's got a walnut top, cherry, and then a walnut bottom. It's going to end up being a music box, so that's pretty cool. But you guys be safe. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Oops. So basically what I'm doing is heading to the next hotel to spray. I remember those days, and you remember the story. So no need to rehash it. Yeah, Brandon, I am working on a music box for a customer. It's going to be maple on top, cherry side. It's got a cherry inlay, so when it sits down into the box, it's going to fit snug. They didn't want hinges or anything, so, and then it's cherry with a maple bottom or a walnut. I don't know why I keep calling it maple. A walnut bottom. And right now what I'm doing is I'm taking a damp cloth and wiping off the dust. But then what it does is it raises the grain, so you can get a better finished sand on it. Hey, Plywood, good seeing you. How you doing, buddy? Plywood has the best heavy equipment videos. If you've never watched his videos, they're almost comical. And I'm glad he's not the one in most cases driving, but you need to check out his videos if you haven't. And Plywood, I'm pretty sure you've subscribed to Amy Joe, but Branson, if you have not subscribed to Plywood or Amy Joe, do so. Amy Joe has awesome carving content, and Plywood puts some off the wall stuff on. So definitely give them a sub. Now, one thing I like doing with a damp rag, besides get the dust off and raise the grain, is it helps me see where I might have missed some glue. So like right in here, it's showing me I missed some glue. So I'm just going to give that a quick sand. And that way it's a better finish. And the finish takes better. All right, Amy Joe, see you later. Okay, bye. So what's Plywood and Branson up to today? You guys up to anything much? Yep. A lot of his videos are of the trucks. Can you guys hear me good? Because I don't have my mics right on me. I have one over there and one over there. So can you hear good? Gotcha. All you're allowed to do is load. That's all right. That's all right. So I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. I think that walnut against the cherry is going to be awesome. Right now I'm just wiping down the inside. So I'm getting ready to do, I think, my last final sand. and then start putting some finish on it. So plywood, what is your go-to finish? I know you said your arm was in a sling, correct? When you do woodworking or stuff, what is your favorite finish? And Branson, if you're still here, do you do any type of woodworking? Do you have a channel? All right, sit that down, let it dry for a second. Awesome. So I started on this project yesterday, getting the base for it glued up. Okay, well, why don't you get back into it? I mean, it's, if you haven't done it since high school, you could probably get into it, and it's like riding a bike. It'd be good to see some stuff that you could come up with. I'm sure you could come up with something good. You seem to be pretty talented. So, here, let that dry off for just a few more minutes. And then start doing the final sand. Basically, I'm sanding this down to a 400 grit, which I think is going to be really nice. Started at 220 and then raise the grain. So I'm going to knock this grain off, and hopefully it'll become really smooth, which I'm pretty positive it will be. And then when it takes, of course, I'm going to put some tung oil on it. When that walnut and cherry takes it, I think the contrast between the two is just going to be awesome. So it says there's 4 current viewers. Who all's in chat? I saw Branson, if he's still here. Seen Plywood. Who else is in chat? I would like to say hello. Don't be shy. It's okay. Well, once you get over the injury, you could start. Don't let that be a issue. I mean, you're going to recover from it, right? And when you do, hop back into it. I'm going to lower this a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing, so I don't have to hold it up into my face. That should be good. All right, so the top's dried. I'm going to go ahead and sand this down with 400 grit. See how this comes out. But I may want to wet it down one more time just to knock off any burrs that come up. So what plans do you have this weekend, Plywood? 6 months or more. What did you do? I know you've mentioned you had your arm in a sling. So what exactly did you do? Oh, that's awesome. I love when my grandson's here. Yep, I love it. We're trying to get the kitchen finished. Well, my wife is. I shouldn't take any credit on this. Her and my daughter's in there painting the kitchen because I'm sure I've mentioned this. We did a remodel, or we had a company come in and do a remodel. And they started the remodel before Thanksgiving. Still not done. Working on it. Rotator cuff, along with soft bones. Yeah, that could take a while to heal. Definitely take a while to heal. Still feel a little bit of rough spot here. I might give it one more wipe down with the cloth just to see. So how did you hurt it? I know I fell 3 floors off the side of a building, and I guess I got lucky with that because I only had, hey, Rusty, what's going on? Just getting off work? Awesome. Still got to drive home? When I fell 3 floors off the side of a building, I had to have a couple surgeries on this arm. And then I had, I think it was 18 or 20 something stitches underneath my chin. Had bruised ribs, bruised legs, and I was laid up for a while. That was crazy. All right, one more wipe down on the lid. Just because it's got a couple rough spots. And then I will grab slid down the stairs, then rolled the rest of the way. Yeah, that would suck. I was on a ladder at work, and it was a 28-foot extension ladder, all the way extended, and it slid out from underneath me, and I went straight down to the ground. So I can kind of say I feel your pain. Or I felt your pain, one of the two. It was funny. Hey, Beach Sand Bourbon, good seeing you. They did a nerve block from my shoulder down, and I was sleeping on the recliner just to get comfortable. Well, I woke up. I fell asleep and I woke up, and my arm was laying down on the floor, and I didn't know it. So I had to grab it and pull it back up. It was funny. Beach Sand Bourbon. I'll make you a moderator. You're not here often, but when you are, you need the respect of being a moderator. Guess he ain't seen you. Who? Me? Rusty, who didn't see you? Man, I think this is going to turn out awesome. This is actually 2 pieces of walnut that I biscuit jointed together just to try to get some of that grain on the top to match up. It's beautiful. I think against that cherry, it's going to pop. And then there's an inlay in here because the customer didn't want hinges. So it's going to sit in just like so. Maybe he can see me, whatever. Rusty, I see you. You just got off of work. I don't know if you're home, but if you're home and want to jump on, jump on. That's what I called you for. All right. Doing one more wipe down just to see. So Beach Sand Bourbon, what are you up to today? You out doing any hunting? Or have you done your hunting for the weekend? And Beach Sand, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but this channel hit 1,000 subs. It's over 1,000 subs now, and got my watch hours. So I'm on my way to, well, I am monetized now, and I'm on my way to being able to get the video views. So that should be happening soon. I've already done all the paperwork for it. So that's pretty cool. That's exciting for me. I never thought this would get that far. Oh, what are you hunting? What are you hunting? Oh, bourbon. Duh. What a moron. Oh my goodness, Plywood. You need to slow down. No, sir, I'm not rubbing it in. I am not rubbing it in at all. I'm proud of the fact because when I started this channel, never in a million years thought that this would happen. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form rubbing it in. I'm proud. And you do a lot of good work though. You should be hitting 1,000 subs soon, sooner or later. So don't be discouraged. Definitely don't be. So yes and no. You're right. It is cheaper than bourbon. For me, it's more relaxing. But it's cheaper because the wood I bought yesterday, I bought a couple pieces of nice cherry, piece of walnut, and some plywood for another floating shelf. And that ran me $250 because I got some really nice select stuff. But it's for the house, it's for a customer, and that will take a while for me to use up. So yes, it is cheaper. For me, it's been more enjoyable. I liked hunting. I liked buying the bourbon. I like drinking, but life has it to where it's just not in the cards for me now. And this has been a good replacement. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And they say, do what you enjoy. You know who should start a woodworking channel is Troy from Baker Drinks. But I just don't think he's got time to do it. I did stop into Matt's live stream last night. Seen them. Look, they were doing an 80s theme. So that was pretty cool. You know what the best tool in the shop is? Can anybody answer that question? Excuse me. The best tool in a shop is not a saw. It's not a table saw. It's not a router. It's not stain. It's your hands. Oh, look, my wife popped on. I definitely have to make her a moderator. Wait, if I make her a moderator, she might be able to kick me out of my own channel. There you go. Now she's a moderator. She says no. Well, Plywood, once you get back to it, start posting more stuff. I mean, you post stuff regularly now, and it's interesting stuff, so just keep it going. I never thought about really growing this channel, but it just kind of took off, and it's great. I've got to know, some really great people. Hey. I uncovered her dastardly plan. Yes. So is that Paleto Creations? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but he has really good content. So if anybody in chat now or later when they watch this, give him a subscribe because he's got really good content. I've been watching more of it lately, and it's been very enjoyable. Oh, thank you, Beach Sand. I try to be as supportive as I can to everybody. And that there is the truth. Uh-oh, I'm giving my wife ideas. Palado. Okay, good. Very good, thank you. So, if you guys are just getting here, what I'm doing is I am wiping down to get the dust off of this box that I'm making. And it also helps raise the grain so I can get the final sand on it to start finishing it. The lid is just about ready to be finished. And the box is just about. And what I've got is I have a cherry top with a walnut inlay on the top, inlay on the inside with walnut because they didn't want hinges. And then the cherry box with walnut bottom. And this is going to end up becoming a music box. Hey, Josh Fritz, how you doing? Good afternoon. And thank you, Beach Sand. Thank you very much. So if I didn't mention it, the best tool in the shop is your hand. And that is the best tool because you can feel the imperfections. You can feel the grain. If you want me to make an improved Booker's box, I will. But you have to send me an empty bottle of Booker's so I have it. You have an empty bottle of Booker's. I will make one. I think you have my address, don't you? Beach Sand? If not, I can get it to you. I'm sanding this down to 400 grit. Hold on. And Josh Fritz, how you doing? I know what you're saying. Sometimes you've got to stop rubbing it because you just can't get past all of them. But it did have to make an adjustment, and I may go to Home Depot to get one of those wood marking pens. But this walnut was 1 inch. So I planed it down to just under a quarter, and then it cracked a little bit. So I had to put a repair in, if you can see it, because I wasn't gonna mill down another 1 inch piece of walnut. Well, that is the conundrum. Once you have an empty Booker's, I will make it. I mean, if you want to send me a full Booker's, you can. You can feel safe in knowing that it won't get drank. And it will get returned. But that's completely up to you. Yes. All the way from 1 inch to a quarter inch. I don't have a blade for my table saw big enough to try and rip. And it was too big to try to do it, or was too big to try and do it on the table saw. I don't have a good ripping blade for the bandsaw. So yes, I planed it all the way down. And the cherry was 3/4 inch, and I planed it down to 1/2 inch. I do have a bandsaw, but like I said, I don't have one of the bigger blades, and it's one of the older bandsaws, so it's only a 10 inch, and I have to make a jig for it to be able to rip down. That's the only thing. I was gonna make a jig today to put some splines in this, but it's just been taking me too long to get it done. I need to get it done this weekend. I will make a jig for the next box because I really wanted to put some splines in this, but all right. I need to stop with that. This is good. That's what I need to get. And I was watching your bandsaw video the other day when you were getting it tuned up, because over there, my father-in-law passed away, and I was given his old bandsaw. It's a Central machine, so probably an old Harbor Freight. And I got it running. I plan on getting it tuned up, and it's a 14 inch rather than the 10 inch. So as soon as I can get that one up and going, I'm going to pick up another blade to be able to resaw. But the wheels are good on it, but the rubbers inside, they need to be replaced. And I just replaced the rubbers on the 10 inch a couple of years ago. Yeah, I would have loved to have had a resaw blade with that walnut because it's thick. Matter of fact, here you go. This is just a pile. It's under there. It's over there. So yeah, that is next. Hopefully. Have to save for it. All right, I think this is good. So Paleto, what is your favorite finish? What finish do you like to go to? Palato. Palato. You are correct. You do always want to make sure the rubbers are good because bad things do happen when you use a weak rubber. That's going to be a short. I just know it. But we are talking bandsaws, right? Ha! Your best finish is unfinished. Okay. All right. One of mine is tongue oil. As you can see, it's sitting here. And that's what I'm going with today. Oh, you know what? I knew they were here somewhere. And get some gloves on. This oil, this tongue oil gets on you. All right. And tongue oil, really easy to apply. I think that's why I like it so much. Yeah, see, beach sand? You think woodworking is cheaper than bourbon? It can be, but if you want the good tools, you got to pay up for it. See how that just popped, that cherry against the walnut? I love that. Sometimes it feels like people don't want to pay for quality, but they don't realize that, yeah, you can go to IKEA and buy things, but when you have it handmade, there's a lot of expense that comes along with it. And tools are a big expense. And I like finishing the insides. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? What are you up to today, Jeff? Look how that inlay just kicked. Good. I haven't tried the lacquer spray yet. I've thought about it, but I just haven't done it. Haven't really found a project that I want to use it on. And that's kind of why I like using the tung oil, because I want to keep the wood as natural as possible. And I don't want to put, a huge glaze over it. Yeah, Jeff is my brother. And if you guys like art, he's got a cool art page you could check out, because it's pretty good. He does some pretty good stuff. So beach sand, if you're still here, how's Mrs. Beach Sand doing? Steve videos, yep. Woodworking for Mere Mortals. I've watched a ton of his videos. Yep, you are correct. He likes using that. Oh, okay. Beach had to go. I didn't see that. He's good for popping in, popping out, but he's a great guy. Yep, he really is. He's a good guy. Talked to him many times on the phone. He's a busy man. But yeah, Steve Ramsey, woodworking for mere mortals, wealth of knowledge, wealth of knowledge. I think if you're a woodworker and started in the last 10 or 15 years, he has probably had some influence on you starting. And that would be my bet. So I have done a few things with shellac, not the spray on, but the rub on, where you polish it over and over and over and over and over again. That is a time consuming, it's called, I forget what it's called, French polish or something like that. That is a time consuming process, but if you invest the time, it is well worth it. Well worth it. I've done that with a couple of things in the house, and I love how they turned out. And being in Michigan, most of the time I'm doing finish in the house. So I don't really want to spray lacquer around the house. Oh, that was not good. That's all right. I haven't tried the spray shellac, but like I said, if you do the rubbing shellac where you're almost polishing it every time, and you use the double lot steel wool, it is a beautiful, beautiful finish. But like I said, time consuming is all get out, because you pretty much have to polish it, light sand it, reapply, repolish, and keep going until you're happy. I haven't heard about that. Now, I'm subscribed to Stumpy Nubs on one of my channels. I can't remember which one. I've seen some of his videos. I need to get back over there. Hey, John. Is that John 8? I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, John 8. Cool. How's it going, John? You doing good? Everybody asks, why do you make everybody a moderator? Well, because if you have a channel, I promote the fact that you share your link. So other channels might subscribe to you. So, Pilato, why don't you share your link to your channel? Because that's what I have everybody share their links. So if anybody's not subscribed, they can subscribe. I would grab it, but my hands are kind of messed up. So, John, how are you doing? Awesome. Thank you for giving the like. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. And when you have more time, hang out. If you're leaving, hang out. We go live on Thursdays from 7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. So come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. Today I'm just putting some finish on a music box and chit-chatting. Clean armor, no VOCs, unlimited open time, and 2-minute cure time under UV lights. Nice. May have to look into that. Where is Stumpy Nubs from? For some reason, I want to say he's from Michigan. Is he from Michigan? See how that? Just bam. Let these sit and dry for a few minutes, and then maybe give them a light sanding. I think he's from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. And I could be, but for some reason, I think he's from Michigan, which is cool. That's where I'm from. I'm from Michigan. Pilato, where are you from? And how is your wife, Pilato? I believe maybe we had talked once. Is everything going good with that? Hey, my honey's handmade. You're in Idaho. Okay, cool. How are you doing today, Steve? I'm hoping I might have made you proud. I am working on the music box today. Just put some finish on it. And cherry box with a walnut bottom. The music equipment is going to go into here. And then, hey, Perry, the carving wizard. Good seeing you, buddy. And then walnut top, cherry top, and then walnut inlays. They didn't want hinges. They wanted it just to sit in. So tried keeping it up to your standards. Just got home from carving club meeting. Cool. Cool. Where's your carving club meeting at? I mean, do you guys, so I don't know because I don't do a lot of carving. Do you guys hang out and talk carving? Do you guys carve together, come up with ideas, or what? And yeah, Pilato, always remember to ask, like, comment, subscribe. I'm bad at it too, but I try to at least have people hit the like button. So, yeah. Your wife is still trying to get listed for kidney transplant. It's a bit of a process. She's completed all the requirements and preliminary testing. Well, she's in my prayers that she's able to get one. I didn't really want to get really deep because I wasn't sure what you wanted to talk about. I just know we had talked one time and, there was some stuff going on, but hopefully she'll get one soon. Oh, very good. Very good. I will click on that link after the live because I don't want to take the gloves off, but it will be there on the replay. So awesome. Thank you. And that way, if anybody is watching the replay, they have the opportunity to click the link also. So Steve, what are you doing today? Perry, what are you guys doing today? I know you just got home from carving club. Oh, did you put a video out for that? I'm gonna clear coat it in about an hour. Did you put a video out for that today? Perry, I'm just getting this box finished. Gotcha. So I did not do a video for this box. If I make another one, I will. I kind of threw this one together, and if I would have videoed it, it would have taken me 10 times longer because I was trying to get the 45s perfect on these, which they came out actually pretty good. At 45, the bottom made it slightly bigger so the front would kind of have an overhang because there's no hinges. I wanted there to be a definition on which was the front. And then the top, this is actually two pieces of walnut that I biscuit jointed together. because my walnut wasn't wide enough to fit on this. But as Pilato knows, you guys are going to feel bad for me. This piece of walnut was 1 inch. 1 inch. And I planed it all the way down to about 1/4 inch. So that's where I've spent most of my time. The cherry was 3/4, and I planed that down to 1/2 inch. So yeah, guys, give Pilato a like and subscribe. He does some pretty good work on there, and he's enjoyable. So give him a like and a subscribe. Cool, Jeff. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Thank you, Pilato. So, Steve, when it comes to your boxes or any of your projects, what are your favorite finishes? I'm just asking because I've really come to enjoy the tung oil. And I forgot what the other one was, but there's two. Boiled linseed oil I really like. Yes, you're enjoyable. I enjoy your videos. And the lives that I've watched you on, I think you're kind of funny. So, yeah, I think you're enjoyable. How do you get it to pull up? I don't have any problems with it pulling up. Do you mean bubbling up through the grain or something, Steve? And how do you put it on? Because I'm getting ready to put on a second coat. Oh no, I didn't say you were funny looking. I've got to get to know you better before I can say you're funny looking. Yes, and if you like carving, Steve and Perry, why don't you guys put your links in the comments? So if Pilato wants to come and give you guys a subscription, he can. Yep, I'm gonna get ready for another round. Grab a drink real quick. Awesome. You guys know I'm all about trying to help everybody get subscribers. So keep it up. You know it is recommended for you guys to put your links in my chat. So thank you, and try and get you to wherever you want to go. And I think YouTube is handing out partner program things like jelly beans, because it seems like all of a sudden there's a few of us that hit the partnership program within a day or two of each other. Because my honey's handmade just got it. I just got it. And another person that we know, Amy Joe, got it. Oh, I think within about a week. Wasn't it about a week, Steve? I had to make a repair because it cracked. So I think I'm going to go get one of those marker pens for wood, or I may just leave it. It adds character. Excuse me. Yeah, so something I don't understand. I got the welcome to 3,000 watch hours notification like 2 weeks ago, but I was at, I think it was like 2,700, and it took them a week to give me the 3,000, a week or two. But I've still got, last time I checked, 750 watch hours. So that's crazy to me. So if you keep putting out videos and content, that'll go faster than you think, Pilato. It will go faster than you think. So you're not that far off. Yeah, but Perry, we're trying to get you up there. We are trying to get you up there. Yes, sir. Being part of the tribe it seems to have helped me. And I've said that in my post. If it wasn't for you guys, watching the videos, liking, comment, subscribing, everybody watching everybody's videos, that has helped tremendously. Have fun. Yes, supporting each other has made a big difference. 100%. I agree with that statement. So how do you like the walnut against the cherry? I think it looks really good. I felt so bad for that piece of walnut. I was like, poor little piece of walnut. I don't want to plane you all the way down to a 1/4 inch. Please don't be mad at me. All right, Steve. See you later. Thank you, guys. Get a little bit more on the inside here, and then move over to the box portion. Some people don't think that you should finish the inside of your projects. I'm the opposite. I think inside, bottom, top, everything, especially if it's for a customer. You don't want to really leave it look half done. Awesome. You wanted to type have fun and all will fall into place. Yeah, I've had those issues too, Jeff. So John 8, do you have a YouTube channel? And I'm asking because if you do, you're more than welcome to post a link to it. Do it right the first time. Yep. Because if that customer sees half finished work, they're going to let everybody know you do half finished work. Nope, just watching. All right, cool. Well, thank you for watching. But I was going to say, if you do have a channel, you're more than welcome to share it. I need to get into more hardwoods. I got a bunch free wood from my brother and from Facebook Marketplace. So I've got a lot of material to work with, but little to no hardwoods. Hey, Suzanne, how's it going? So I work with hardwoods when it's necessary. They're so expensive that I just don't want to go out and spend that kind of money. I do a lot of fence picket projects for YouTube because they're cheap and you can actually make some really nice projects out of fence pickets. I've recently picked up some cherry because I'm making some floating shelves for the living room. And I made a drawer out of select pine, really good pine, with cherry fronts. I put a video on that up. And then tomorrow, I might even start on it today. So the floating shelf that I posted a video of has a drawer, a pull-out drawer on it. Today or tomorrow, I'm starting on another floating shelf, which is going to have a door on the left, a door on the right, and then an empty cavity in the middle for my wife. So that's my plan for tomorrow. And that is built out of furniture grade plywood, so it's pretty sturdy. And then the cherry front for the drawer. And we're going to have cherry doors on the other one. Well, cool. It doesn't have to be from a picket. Nope, doesn't have to be from a picket at all. Awesome. I'm going to close this up. I think that's done. I'm going to give it a wipe down in a few minutes. And that's it. We've been moving 2 dump truck loads of dirt for my carving shed, built 2 gates for the wood fence, and I worked on my pool to get it ready to go. Hey, Grumpy, how's it going? You doing good today? Suzanne, it sounds like you've been busy. And I do want to give a shout out because Suzanne, Rhinestone Suzanne, has recently become a channel member. So I would like to give her a shout out for being a channel member. Thank you. So I'm going to try, I'm going to try to do a carving again, other than my little tiki idol. I've been watching you guys. I've been watching you and think I figured out how you get the eyes and stuff. So my tiki idol is like the kindergartner carving. So I'm gonna try something. I might impress you guys. Didn't even realize it was cedar until I started cutting it on the bandsaw. It was in the firewood pile when we bought this house. Well, Grumpy, take care of those headaches and feel better, because we need you getting those videos out. And Pilato, a lot of good wood comes out of fire pit piles. It is amazing what you can find, and if you have the ability to cut some of it and save it and use it, it's pretty good. And to see some of the carvers on YouTube who basically grabs firewood, or what would be firewood, and then turns them into amazing creations, it's amazing. It's awesome. It truly is awesome. Relief carving a mountain's cool. So Grumpy, Rhinestone Susan, share your links. That way, if Pilato wants to give you guys some likes. All right. See you, Perry. See you when you get back. He can subscribe. And Pilato, make sure you keep sharing yours. Yeah, that way, if they want to subscribe, they can subscribe. What I do here on our lives, we promote each other. We promote people. We try to get everybody their subscribers. 1 second. So that's my kindergarten idol. That's what I tried to carve. But Kevin in the live chat gave me a good idea. And I think when my stickers come in, I'm going to try it. The only thing I have is I do not want to put a financial burden on people. But his idea was whoever's getting stickers, when I mail them out, pick one person, send this to them, and then they have to make a carving or add to this one. I haven't figured it out. Add to this one. And then I think if I do it, I'm going to add return postage. So people don't have to pay out of pocket. But then you pick somebody, or maybe it wouldn't work like that. So I send this to somebody. You have to do a carving, but then you send this to somebody else and they have to do a carving or a project. And I think that would be fun. Just a random carving, random project. I think that would be fun. That was a great idea. What do you guys think? It would be totally fun to do it. All right. I'm hoping my stickers come in. They were supposed to be in today. So, or they were supposed to be in yesterday. So hopefully they come in. Yes, pirate ship is good. You get good prices off a pirate ship. And I like the fact that I can pay just a little bit extra and they'll come pick it up. Saves me from having to go down to the post office, go down to UPS. I just pay a couple of bucks extra, set it out on the porch, and they come and pick it up. Oh, Branson's back. Or he might have been listening. Awesome. I feel the love going on. That's what we want. We want the love going on. Maybe I'll start calling the live streams the love boat. Get the love boat going. I'll be Isaac. You guys remember that show, or am I just too old? Yeah, Perry. I can't wait for the stickers either. I and I was so disappointed. At 10 o'clock last night, I went out and double checked the mail and was like looking around the front of the house, looking in the bushes to see if they dropped it or something, and it didn't come. Pilato remembers Love Boat. All right, so I'm not the only old one. And did I see one of my favorite Canadians? What's up, eh? How's it going, Canadian Chris? Yeah, the Love Boat was a good show. You know, though, but think about it, and maybe I'm showing my age, but some of the TV shows that we watched growing up or as kids would never be allowed today. You know, I was thinking about it. The Jeffersons. I was watching the Jeffersons on one of the TV channels that show all old TV shows. All in the Family. There's a lot of shows that just shouldn't go over right, but that's why we're the better generation. Did I say that? I probably did. I think so. Fantasy Island, yes. The plane, the plane. Boss, it's the plane. Rose from the Golden Girls. I'm just going to point. I'm just going to point. She had a lot of fun. Even in her older years, she had a lot of fun. Just leave it at that one. So I gave Rhinestone Suzanne a shout out. I'm going to give Amy Jo a shout out because Rhinestone Suzanne and Amy Jo are two of the channel members that we have. Now that we're allowed to have channel members, those are two channel members, and that's why they have special little wrenches and stars by their name. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And I said as a part of the membership, I would give you guys shout outs, and I'm going to fulfill that. Now, how do you feel about this? I'm just going to ask right now. You guys know how I do the intro when we have the lives on Thursdays. Would you prefer the shout outs, or would you prefer I do a slide with channel members' names, or both? Because I was thinking about adding a slide with channel member names and then doing a shout out. What do you guys think about that? Oh, you're probably right. I was thinking about Blanche. Yeah, because, when you're thinking about Blanche, I mean, she had fun. And Rose was the funny one. She was the older lady, right? Or was that, oh, what was her name? She just recently died like a year or two ago. No, no. Sophia was the old lady. Wow. I'm just going to delete my YouTube now. No, I did not think that of you. Oh, shit. How do I manage to get myself in trouble like that? I don't even know. It's not easy keeping up with chat. Betty White, yes. And trying to make everything make sense. So if I did, I'm sorry, and I apologize. Awesome. Rose was played by Betty White. Yes, thank you. Thank you for clearing that up. I know you are, Amy Jo. But I would never think that or say that of you. Never. Bearded Viking Woodworks. Hello, sir. How you doing? Glad to see you're here. We're just hanging out on this Saturday, putting some finish on this music box that I'm making for a customer, and actually wiping some of it off. And then I will probably be leaving in sometime soon to go pick up dinner. But thank you for being here. So I know you guys in the members area, when I sent that video this morning, saw how much I've been milling and getting everything ready. But here is the box. That's the cherry. And then the walnut underlay. And then there's the walnut top with the cherry. So it's going to dry for a little bit. And then right underneath here is where the music equipment's going to go. The customer has it. They're going to bring it over. We're going to get it in. And then there's a little sensor that goes in. You drill a very tiny hole. The sensor sticks up. And then when the lid's lifted off, the music plays. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. So I think I can let that go. Awesome. So it's been a pretty good Saturday. Looks nice. Love the colors. Thank you, Grumpy. Thank you, Grumpy. So this customer is a friend, and I don't really like prices online, but he bought the wood, and we came to an agreeable price. I would just like to say that. If it was a customer between the cherry wood, the walnut, that would probably be $150, if not a little bit more. Just depends on how much of the wood that I had. But yes, quite a bit of work went into that. He's supplying the music part, so that's it. And I might be way too cheap, but it's just what I have, what I do. So yeah, that's it. Like I said earlier, I went out and bought a couple 10-foot sections of cherry and bought a 8-foot section of walnut. Some of it's going for the house, some of it's going for that. So try to be reasonable for them. And, you know, with your friends, it's actually going to be, he has a really cool idea. He went out and bought the music gadget, so I didn't have to buy that. But what he's doing is he is having his father write the lyrics down to the song that's going to be in the music box. So he's going to have handwritten lyrics to the song that's playing, and he's going to give it to his mom. So when she lifts the lid, she can read like a love letter, and then it will be the lyrics to the song that's playing. So that's it. It's pretty cool. So I haven't really sold a lot of stuff to know if I'm priced right or priced wrong. I kind of look at it on the cost of the material, what it's going to cost me, and then just try and ballpark from there, maybe 2 times, 3 times the material, and then try and add in a little bit more for my time. So that's something that I have to get better at doing too, because this might be actually a $250, $300 box. I don't know. I know if I had to buy the music stuff, it would have been a lot higher, but if it wasn't a friend, it might have been higher, but that's something that I've got to work on myself. All right, Amy Jo, we'll see you later. So yeah, I haven't really learned yet how to price items. So that's going to be my next step. So far, I've just been having fun making them. I haven't charged anything for anything I've made. Most of my projects so far have been for my shop, for my wife or kids, or for the 9 or 10-year-old kids and wife. And I teach at church Sundays, and that's good. And that's good. So, a lot of the stuff that I make is stuff for around the house. I've made, one of our friends a pyramid book holder. A lot of stuff I get an idea and I make it, and then it either ends up in the house or my wife tells me to put it in the garage because the house gets too packed. She's trying to declutter, and in a lot of cases, I'm recluttering because I'm bringing all the stuff in. Well, CNG Creations, thank you for stopping in, and put your link in. If you've got a link, put it in the chat. So do that, but thank you. Thank you. You have a good one as well. All right, Grumpy, take it easy. Yeah, I'm going to be running here in a few minutes too, because it's getting close towards dinner time. So I think we're having pizza tonight. So I'm going to end up having to go pick it up. But we'll give it another 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Well, I'll probably be leaving in about 5 minutes. So you don't need to, but thank you very much. And that would help with the hours. So yeah, that's it. This project is in the books, and I will get it off tomorrow. But yeah, getting back to the pricing, a small cedar box from the firewood for my mother for her birthday earlier this month. I am in the Eastern time zone. Yes, it's going on 5 o'clock here. And generally we eat right around 5 or 6. So, yep, definitely on the Eastern time zone. But yeah, like I said, I haven't sold a lot of stuff. Stuff I make just ends up either on the wall out here or in the house. The stuff that I really like I made I call it a watch box. I posted a video maybe about a month ago, and it was out of cedar fence picket, and it came out really good. So I leave it in the house now. When I come home, I put my keys in it, I put my wallet in it, my badge from work, so that way in the morning I know where it's at. Most nights I actually stick to that. Some nights I don't, but I still like it. Buddy's Pizza is good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. No, we go to a place called, why is it? I've actually got to drive 2 cities over to get to it, and I can't think of the name of it now. Pizza's really good. Sammy's Pizza. Sammy's Pizza is really good. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to head out. Thank you for joining this live. Just most of the time on Saturdays, if I'm out working, I jump in and share a little bit of what I'm doing. Sportsman's, where's Sportsman's at? I don't think I've heard of Sportsman's. Canadian Chris is from Canada, and he knows all the good places in Michigan better than I do. I have to start calling him. Oh, nice. Oh, it's in Wyandotte? Okay. So, Plywood, are you making your own pizza? All right, Pilato, thank you very much. And stop in anytime. Come hang out. Like I said, Thursdays, 7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time is when I generally go live. So if you're around, stop in, hang out. A lot of the crew will be here and it's a good time. Oh, I'm jealous. If you're making your own dough and you're having pizza, I'm coming to live with you. My wife will probably let me. So, but yeah, all right. I'm out. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And have a good rest of the weekend. All right, thank you. And don't forget, subscribe to the channels that put their links in the comments. Awesome. Have a good day.